Hello and welcome to another video from Real English with Real Teachers. Today we're going to be telling you different ways to tell somebody to shut up. Shut up, Harry.
You shut up. You bloody shut up.
Oh, there we go. You bloody shut up. That's a bit better. So we want to vary our ways to tell somebody to be quiet.
Before we get into the video, we just want to let you know that this video has kindly been sponsored by ITALKI, who are a language learning platform that we love. This is a place where you can learn languages online. You don't need to leave your house. All you need to have is a stable internet connection, not a very fast one, but an okay one. And you can connect with native English or native Spanish or whatever language you want to learn, teachers of those languages, and you find your ideal teacher. You connect with them on Skype, and that's it. You chat with them from the comfort of your home, from a bus stop, from wherever you can find an internet connection. Maybe not a bus stop. That's a bad example. Maybe a coffee shop.
Good example. Yeah, a coffee shop. So if you're interested, there's a link below for $10 discount after your first lesson purchase from italki.com. But yeah. Let's get on with the show.
The first one we've got for you is fairly formal, and it's maybe you would say this to somebody you don't know. So if there were people in the cinema being loud, or maybe in the library, places where you shouldn't be loud, you could say, "Please be quiet. Please be quiet." So it's fairly polite, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, you could say this in many formal situations that makes you seem a reasonable human that just wants a quieter environment.
So Charlie, please be quiet. I'm trying to watch the film. And then instead of that, you could also say, could you keep it down? Yeah. So you could go to your sister, Charlie, who you live with, and say, hey, could you keep it down? I'm recording a live video. Come on, could you keep it down, please?
Exactly, yeah. I would actually go for that one more than please be quiet. To friends and family, I would say, could you keep it down for the next hour, maybe?
Yeah, it's slightly softer, isn't it? Slightly softer. It's not, please be quiet. It could be perceived as slightly aggressive, maybe. Please be quiet.
Or just a little bit stricter. It's like, you have got to make less noise rather than keep it down. It's just like, don't make lots of noise. And another one is useful to begin the sentence. You could say, would you mind? And we could say, would you mind lowering the volume of maybe the TV or the music or something, or lowering your voice a bit. Always like a bit, don't we? A bit.
Yeah, and I guess that a bit, you could add it to the others. Could you be a bit quieter? Could you be a bit quieter? Could you keep it down a bit? So it just softens the your order for them to be a bit quieter. And it's a nice one. Yeah. Would you mind lowering the volume a bit, or would you mind lowering your voice a bit? No.
Shh.
That's a good one, Charlie. I think this one we're getting slightly more aggressive, aren't we?
Here. Yeah. You could be a little bit more polite with the delivery, like. And that's suggesting like, oh, we've got to be quiet in this situation.
Yeah. It's almost
like you're
funny,
coming home drunk and you've got to be quiet because the parents are upstairs. Don't make a sound. I'm going to get caught. Yeah. You're not allowed to be in my bedroom.
Who's in your bedroom? The cat?
No,
I don't think the cat would understand.
Brought a very sexy person back, and I'm gonna have my way with them.
Have my way, meaning have sex with them. I'm going to have my way with them. And them, we don't mean many people, just one person.
Just one person.
Impersonal them.
Yes.
Yeah. So we could say it like that in a funny way. But then if you are angry, this is quite typical. And I did this, Charlie. I went to see a comedian a couple of weeks ago, Jimmy Carr. And there were some boys in couple of rows in front of us, and they were being really loud. They were talking so much, and it was really, really annoying. And I couldn't focus on the comedy because they were talking so much.
They were ruining it for everyone.
Exactly, they're ruining it for everyone. So I'd had enough, and I said, shh.
And that came from deep within. That was the whole of your vocal cords active for that. Shh.
Well, it was full lung capacity. Yeah, exactly. Actually, my vocal cords weren't active. I didn't go shh.
That's true.
I just said shh. So that's important. This is an unvoiced sound. Shh. I don't know if people do it in other countries, Charlie. I just don't know. So tell us in the comments, do you shh people? Do you shush? It's actually a verb. Do you shush people in your country?
Yeah, that would be interesting. And another alternative to shushing someone is by saying, stop talking. Just stop talking. So you might have said it to those boys.
Yeah, I could have. Yeah, could you stop talking. Or could you stop talking, please? Could you stop talking, please?
It is quite direct, isn't it? Like, you've had enough. You've definitely not just heard a few murmurs. You're annoyed to the point where you are going to not be British and be direct.
That's it. I'm letting go of my British ways now. You must be quiet. Stop talking. And then the next one, so number 6, this one is, I'm trying to have a conversation here. So this is maybe a phrase that you would say to someone you don't know. And it's to show that you're really irritated by them being so loud. So you could just turn to them and say, I'm trying to have a conversation here. And that clearly signifies to that person that they are being too loud. But you could also add it onto another expression, couldn't you? You could say, shh, I'm trying to have a conversation here. Or, could you keep it down? I'm trying to have a conversation here.
Yeah, so it's explaining why you're wanting them to be quiet. I'm trying to have a conversation here. And it's the same as the next one. I can't hear myself think. You could reply after saying, stop talking. I can't hear myself think.
That's interesting. So this one here, it's very important that you are actually having a conversation when you say that. You can't say it. It's very obvious, but you can't say it if you're sitting on your own in a cafe.
Yeah, that's true. And also, we realised when we were thinking about these, you wouldn't say this in a movie, would you? Or in the comedy gig, you'd never say, I can't hear myself think.
Where would you say this? Where would you say
Probably
this?
a library or somewhere that you're studying or somewhere that you're working. Somewhere that you're thinking.
It's fairly passive aggressive, this.
It is, yeah. So if you don't want to be passive aggressive, you could just say, pipe down, mate. Pipe down.
This is full aggressive. So if a group of people are being too loud on the train, pipe down, guys.
Yeah, I feel like a teacher of a secondary school would use this. Pipe down, lads. We're trying to have a lesson here. We're trying to demonstrate something here. Pipe down. Or maybe in a football environment. You're trying to coach some football and the boys are being too loud. Pipe down.
Or if you're a boss at a company, pipe down, get on with your work.
Yes, very true. And you probably don't want to use it to a group of strangers in the pub because it might lead to confrontation that you don't want. And we don't want you ending up in fights because of us.
But if you do want to fight, this next one is a good one to say. If you want someone to be quiet or to stop misbehaving, it can also mean that. If someone is behaving badly, they're being naughty, they're messing around like a child, you could say, give it a rest. So my parents used to say this to me. I would be playing around, running around the living room, being a little idiot. And they would say, give it a rest, Harry. Come on, we're trying to watch Coronation Street.
And the next one is button it. I don't use this much, but do you use this?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, this one's kind of funny. It's a little bit funny. I'd say it to friends. You couldn't say this to someone you don't know. So if you want your friend to be quiet, say, "Oh, button it, mate. You're being really annoying."
I would probably say just put a sock in it. Yeah, I would say that. So the next one, put a sock in it, is synonymous in context, right?
Yeah, very informal. So these ones are both expressions. They're a little bit funny. They've got some humour to them. Put a sock in it. So it means put a sock in your mouth so that you can't speak. So put a sock in it. It's a nice, funny way to say shut up to somebody.
Have you ever put a sock in somebody's mouth?
I don't think we should talk about that in the video.
Wasn't meaning sexually.
Oh.
You dirty man. Dirty Harry.
Oh. Shut your face, mate. Shut your face.
Yeah, so that's getting ruder now. That's really quite starting a fight if you wanted to. Shut your face.
Whenever we start saying shut, it starts to get quite rude. So if you say to somebody, shut your face, you're not going to get a good reaction. Unless you say it with a kind of jokey tone of voice. Like, shut your face. Shut your face. Like, it's quite common for people in Essex to say this, isn't it?
Shut your face.
And so shut your face, very informal, also quite funny. Next one, shut your trap. Shut your trap. I'd say same level of offensiveness, this one, Charlie.
Yeah.
The last one.
Yeah, very similar. And as is the next one, shut your pie hole. But a little bit more comedy, maybe. I, again, wouldn't use this one because I'm not very funny. But shut your pie hole. It's a bit ridiculous. The hole that you put your pie in.
Yeah, that being your mouth. Just like the place where you put your socks. So shut your pie hole. Shut your pie hole. Shut your pie hole. So the next one, and this is the rudest one. The rudest one we've got. Next one is shut the F up. You know what the F is. We don't need to say it. We don't need this video being demonetized. So shut the F up. Very, very rude. It's when you're really annoyed now. They've really tested your patience. You've had enough. Shut the F up. So there you go, guys. Lots of new ways to say shut up. Yeah. I hope you found them useful. Hope you can put them into practice. Perhaps you could write some situations in the comments below of times when you could use these expressions and tell us which ones are your favourites. Which ones are you going to use?
Definitely, yeah. Are you a shut your pie hole, or are you more of a shushing kind of person? Let us know. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that, guys. See you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Click that bell to be reminded. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. You can watch another video or check out our website. Ta-ra for now.